So what does this mean for instructors? At the moment, you're in the middle of an introductory training session. Late in September, we'll have a curriculum supplement training session where we'll get deeper into each module and to the structure of the lessons that are contained within the resource manual. Then, each of you will pilot one lesson per class with support from myself, the Financial Literacy Coordinator, which will encompass 1 hour total of pre-session co-planning and post-session feedback per class. This is to ensure before the lesson that it seems appropriate for the specific group of students with whom you've been working, and after to incorporate your feedback and your thoughts on the process so that we can come up with the best possible final product. After the pilot session, you'll teach one additional lesson using the financial literacy curriculum supplements. This should account for an additional hour total in terms of your independent preparation and post-session feedback to let me know how it went. Beginning in spring 2019, you'll incorporate at least 5 financial literacy lessons per semester into each course. The resource manual is designed so that the outcomes align with existing outcomes, so hopefully you'll find plenty of places where you can easily incorporate the financial literacy lessons into your existing syllabi. Upon completion of this project, instructors will have access to curriculum supplements that support community program learning outcomes, integrating financial literacy components through the use of authentic materials, practical task-based instruction, and multimodal classroom activities that honor the principles of adult learning. Recognizing the background and the experience that your students have will be critical in ensuring that this is something that can be useful to them and that they are eager to apply. Many of you will be familiar with this, hopefully all of you in fact. This is the ESL Community Program Learning Outcome Outline. So here, the first part of the process was to go through the learning outcomes by level and to highlight those which were most closely aligned with financial literacy. You can see that from level 1 to level 4, there are plenty of opportunities for us to incorporate financial literacy into your existing work. One example might be to read authentic materials related to immediate needs. We can see some of the examples are a phone book, a bus schedule, and a bill. Working with bills, being able to interpret and pay them, is a critical skill that all students will need in order to be successful in the community. Perhaps they are already doing this, but some of them, as indicated by the survey, may be paying in person, making unnecessary trips when they could be paying online, which costs them both time and money. The modules contained within this resource will include money management, checking and savings, and all types of savings, credit, loans, and debt management, insurance, identity and security, and advanced topics for those students who are in level 4 and higher who have expressed interest in things outside of the parameters already mentioned. In Module 1, Money Management, the topics will include, but not be limited to, what to consider when creating a household budget. Here, students will encounter useful daily vocabulary and will have their awareness raised about specific things that were not reflected in the survey. We'll talk about how to find fair market value for goods and services and direct them to resources which perhaps might not exist in their home countries. One example might be the Kelley Blue Book to find fair market value for a used car. We'll talk about when and how to use different methods of payment, for example, when it's useful to pay online, talking about the use of cash versus card, check, money order, etc., and talk about international transfers. This is important for many of the members of our community who have family members still living abroad. The commission for wire transfers or for international money transfers can vary greatly depending on the institution, so we hope to help students identify places in the community where they can get the best value for their money.